Hi everybody, my name is Micah Gradney, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about leadership. The title of this message is To Serve or To Be Served. When you guys think of leadership, what comes to mind? It's probably somebody that is over everybody else and is the leader, and it's like, I'm the leader, you have to do what I say because I'm the leader, and doesn't ever lift a finger to help you. I've been fascinated with leadership for some time and have been wondering, what is good leadership? Is it just that? Is it somebody else telling everybody what to do without raising a finger? Or is it more? Is leadership a service or an opportunity to be served? And do I have to be an adult to lead? Today we're going to look at the difference between poor leadership and good leadership. Let's look at poor leadership first so that you can find out what not to do. Poor leadership characteristics. Number 1, poor leaders have no vision for the group. Without vision, the followers are just hopping on the plane with no pilot. Everybody's ready to go, they got the seatbelt on, ready to go to the end goal, but without the pilot, the plane isn't going to fly. Good leaders have to have vision for their group to follow. Otherwise, you'll have no followers. Characteristic number 2, poor leaders are selfish. An example of a poor leader was in the Bible, in the book of Exodus, the Pharaoh. No matter how many times Moses and Aaron told the Pharaoh what God was going to do, Pharaoh wouldn't give up what he wanted. All he did was press on to get what he wanted, and in the end it cost him and his followers. It cost him his kingdom and his followers their firstborn child. The next characteristic of poor leadership is insecurity. Poor leaders are insecure. A poor leader is nervous that anytime somebody has a better idea than they do for fear of losing power. They want to shove them out of the way so that they can stay on top. Now that you guys know some of the poor leadership characteristics, let's look at good leadership. Good leadership characteristic number 1. Good leaders lead by example. Jesus was the perfect example of someone who led by example. He modeled a disciplined prayer life to his followers, and he modeled surrender. And it showed in the way that they led their lives after Jesus went. They were willing to lay down their life, and they had a strong connection with God. Leaders set the standard for their followers. Good leadership characteristic number 2. Good leaders have vision for the group to grab onto. John Maxwell says in the book 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership that the leader finds the dream and then the people. The people find the dream and then the leader. If you're a leader with no dream, how are the people supposed to find you? If you have no vision, you'll have no followers. Even if you have followers with you in the beginning, if you lose your vision, you'll lose your followers. The next characteristic of good leadership is compassion. Good leaders are compassionate towards their followers. Have you ever been under the leadership of somebody who just didn't care about you? How did that make you feel? Probably felt like garbage and didn't want to work for this person anymore. An important part of leadership is having compassion for your followers. The next characteristic of good leadership is, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. This is a core quote for leadership moving forward. Okay. The next characteristic of good leadership is good leaders are trustworthy. I don't care who you are. If I cannot trust you, I'm not going to follow you. John Maxwell says that trust is the foundation of leadership. Without trust, everybody's standing on quicksand, and the team is going to fall apart. Okay. I've heard a pastor once, Pastor Tony, say that if you lie to somebody, you lose the ability to lead them. If I were to be your leader, and I lied to you, the next time that you come to me, you'd probably be like a little skittish and kind of like the dog between the tail whenever the master beats them or like is mistreating them. You wouldn't want to trust me as much, and in the end, you probably wouldn't follow me. good leaders are trustworthy. The final characteristic of good leadership is good leaders empower others. Empowerment is like way up there on the leadership scale. Like if you can't empower, you might as well not be a leader. Empowerment is a big deal in leadership. So what is empowerment, you may ask? Empowerment is, I have the tools that you need to succeed. So I share my tools with you to help you become a powerful person too. The difference between poor leadership and good leadership is empowerment. Good leaders have vision, are compassionate, empower others, are trustworthy, and lead by example. Leadership is a life of sacrifice and a life of service. Anyone can lead when given the opportunity to, and you don't have to be an adult to lead. When you model the right behavior to those around you and encourage them to follow you, you're leading. Thank you.